right at all. Don't set me free, I'm as helpless as can be. My libido spit on me, give me some good old lobotomy. 'Cause I found a stake here with all the madmen. Then perish when the sad men roam free. And I'd rather play here with all the madmen, for I'm quite content they're all the same as me. Zang, zang, zang. Go fight the shed. 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 Day after day, they send my friends away to mansions cold and grey, to the far side of town, where the thin men stalk the streets while the sane stay underground. Day after day, they tell me I can go, they tell me I can blow to the far side of town, where it's pointless to be high, 'cause it's such a long way down. So I tell them that I can fly, I will scream, I will break my arm, I will do me harm. Here I stand, foot in hand, talking to my wall. I'm not quite right at all, am I? Don't set me free, I'm as heavy as can be. Just my librium and me, and my EST makes 3. 'Cause I'd rather stay here with all the madmen than perish with the sad men roaming free. And I'd rather play here with all the madmen, but I'm quite content they're all the same as me. Where can the horizon lie when a nation hides its organic mines in a cellar, dark and grim? They must be very dim. Day day. They take some brain away, then turn my face around to the bars.
Okie dokie, guys. We're back here for another Monday stream. It's a Monday. It feels like it. We got Minecraft today. Minecraft Monday, if you want to call it that. So, we're gonna be working on the Cobblemon server. We'll be, well, I'll be helping develop the master plan for entire town. What I want to do specifically is expand a bridge over the bay so we can start on our industrial sector stuff, which is something I have been wasting time getting to because it is really important. But I didn't want to till now, so. We gotta get our create and our immersive engineering stuff set up. Willing to test the proximity chat stuff. Let's go, boys. I don't know. I'll probably be muted most of the time. I need to have my own head on me. Well, gonna get in the game. Make sure things on. I had to turn things off to do a recording. We're all here. Alright. Hungry. So got this building I was working on yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think so. It's like we're working on making it a cafe. And trying to channel some sort of Soviet modernism, futurism thing with this. Nope. Nope, I won't actually. I am unburdened by the knowledge. Just is so big that I fucking cut off the bottom of my screen. Now what we're gonna do gonna grab all this gravel. All this gravel and all of this. And we're gonna make so much asphalt. Concrete, rather. I had a writer make me some black dye yesterday. Apparently he found a plant that does it instead of having to rely on either the black apricorns or the charcoal. And I put it away. There it is. Black concrete powder. That is 8 stacks of black concrete. Will that be enough? Probably not. If you can believe it. I did notice the off-camera mining. It was just that you did that last time I was on. It wasn't off-camera for me, it was off-camera for the chat. Everything has been off-camera for the chat because I haven't been streaming this for a while. Yeah, And the stream will probably go around and visit some of the others. What do you mean there's more? I mean, the moral here is that there's just a whole lot of fucking concrete materials. Unless you got some more too. I'm not really too worried about that right now. Yes, I see you. What do you need? I'm busy crafting the concrete. One thing I do like about the concrete recipe in this case is how it's actually one-to-one. You get as many blocks as you put into it. So for example, if you're putting 16 whole stacks of gravel and sand into it, you get 16 whole stacks of black concrete powder, which will finish, I don't know, maybe like 50 meters of road. All this just needs to get in here. I might have to mix in yellow concrete too to do center stripes, because I cannot use the hazard stripes for curb. Alright, we just have one more stack to throw in the washer. There we go. Alright, how many stacks is that? That's 13 stacks of black concrete. It should be enough for a bit. Thank you for the stone slabs. Okay, my inventory doesn't have the capacity for all of this. God. Much. Alrighty. We have materials. I think these backpacks, you can install little upgrades on them. I need to see if there's an upgrade that lets me. Scaling old school now, no more chat. All you're getting is shakes and crouches. If you wanna. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I guess I can't tell it to pull material from the backpack. Put all of this in there. Gay, 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 gay. Nope. Alright, so what we're gonna do, I need to go scope out these areas and see what's visible. So out this way is that tower. There's also that's not very elevation. What I think would be better. What is that thing? Oh, mantis. I still got a second, thinky tink. This is wrong. That was wrong. I put flowers. Common shrubs. Why aren't you using your boxwoods? Birds. Murkrow. Oh my god. I need that actually. I think. Ah! Stop that. Think. Let's do this. Taunt. What does taunt do? Does it make it so dark moves aren't very... I don't need more stone slabs. My god. Oh no, I accidentally killed it. Go shove these up your ass. Oh. I only use damaging moves anyways. Okay, go Corvus Squire. Just gonna use a bunch of early attacks. Let's see if this'll do it. You see, I don't know how to play Pokemon. Yay, I got a Murkrow. What? There's a Sarah. What is that? Staraptor. Whoa. That's a really cool Pokemon you got there. It's a level 41. Wait. Sure. Let's see what I have to trade. I'm not particularly connected to Goldor. Alright, that's a Steel Dragon type. I'm gonna trade the mini, actually. And we got another Steel type Pokemon for my roster. See, I don't know recognize when it restricts me to only damaging moves because I always use damaging moves. I don't know how the intricacies of Pokemons work. I just hit it till it goes. Just hit it till it faints. Anyways, what were we? Yeah, we were going over to this side. This place looks better in the rain, honestly. Yep, we were going over to this side. Go look at what we could do in terms of expanding over this way. Is fire on? Could, cut and burn a lot of the forest over here. Make it easier to build. Kiwi. They named themselves Team Cringe. Yeah, that's fun. Build this. Oh, is Metaclang not claimed as area yet? I mean, we're gonna have to cut and burn some of it. There's no way to get rid of all of that. Just by chopping it down. What flowers? Yellow dye. see. Goldenrods, sunflowers. Goldenrods, I think we have. Those probably do. Yellow chrysanthemums. Yep. Where did I put the bone meal? Ouch, ouch. My inventory is so full of fucking shit. Yeah, our main objective this episode is going to be just to build a bridge over that gap. Basically. And then we're gonna cut and level so we can start building factories. That's what we do best. That's a really good amount of dye, actually. We still need to find a yellow slab to use for the roads. One, two, three. Let's get yellow concrete. Thatch slabs, yeah, that or bamboo, maybe. Okay. I'm also gonna have to start engineering the intersections. It's gonna be fun. But I do have a task for the slug. That is going to be replacing all of the road markings with solid yellow concrete rather than the ones we have been using. And I'm going to do exactly what he did to me and drop it all on him while he has a full inventory. And some of it's gonna go to Sarah. Drop in on them while they are trading. So for this, we also need to leave this road at this grade, then bring it across, and we could punch out a door in here and have it be like the other side. Because this is our little residential plaza. We have 24 apartments here. Only half of them are furnished though. The ones in this building. But I think they're pretty neatly furnished. Still need to finish this front room. But here we got a little kitchen. What was that? I heard a beep. But yeah, here we got this little kitchen. We got a bedroom, big trunk, a bed, and a crafting table. Got a sofa. We've got a TV that doesn't work. We got the television stand. All of the cabinets in here do actually have storage in them, and so does the fridge, and so does the... I don't know what the freezer does. Got a Cubone? Oh, that's cool. That's gonna be one of your main Pokemon in your team, isn't it? The freezer needs ice as fuel to work. Uh, freezer do? Allows you to freeze items. For now, you can only freeze water and ice. and it needs ice as fuel. I guess you can make ice with ice. Hmm. And the oven does too. I'm pretty sure that's just a normal like cooker. And we also have restroom, with the toilet, sink, and the working shower. Yeah, I mean, I say they're built pretty well, and we have the balcony. There's little there's a word for this type of balcony. I can't remember what it is. Like the ones where it's like a narrow balcony that you can really just go and stand out on while the door is open. French balcony. Even though we're not French. Okay, there's a sign right here. I don't know who it was. Hmm. Yeah, really, I don't know if how many of you in chat know this, how many of you chat are familiar with. What the fuck is that? No, I need that now. Alright. Pluck. High beam. Is it a psychic type? Okay, and that should be... Ouch. Get him. Boink. I got swink. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, it's a pure psychic type. I also have a Ghastly. Ghastly's the one that evolves into a Haunter. It evolves into Haunter. Oh no, it evolves into Gengar when trading. Okay, so Haunter evolves into a Gengar when traded or exposed to a board. That's pretty. It's pretty close. I might put that in my party to go ahead and evolve one of them to a Gengar. I think I know. Okay. This guy needs to be. I caught him in the Nether. So in the Nether actually has like a specific set of Pokemon. It has a lot of the fire and ghost types. It also has that the Hellhound doggy. See what this acid can fight. So evil. Canary is immune. X. Oh right. Ghost type moves can't hit normal types, can they? Attack fell. What does curse do to Veneer? Veneer is a normal type, right? There we go. Veneer fainted. Actually, I could just use an XP on Ghastly. Alright, so now we're gonna evolve our Ghastly. Gonna throw him out so he can evolve. Getting the sight. Evolve into a Haunter. Okay, so we have Haunter. Rider. I need to trade with you. It's an Evo trade. We're gonna get him back. Alright, that should be. That's not a haunter. Just a haunter. And then we got. Gengar! Yeah. That's our Gengar. Gonna take a screenshot of him. Looks so stupid. Very. I mean, I knew he'd be square. But let's. You like this guy. Well, you know who else likes that guy? Ren, baby. And guitar. I don't know, Gengar's kind of stupid looking. Ugh. Ouch. Never got the appeal. Haunter is like a much cooler looking Pokemon. Generally. I need filling. Cobblestone. From our infinite cobblestone.
Ah!
Which is still completely full up with cobblestone. We definitely need to move that and get it feeding into an actual storage system. Just replace the street markings. I'll deal with actually getting uh, the other varieties of street markings through. Because we need turn stuff, go back, arrows, because it's gonna be right side driving. Because right side driving is like the only actually normal way to drive. Don't trust what the British tell you. I don't. Yeah, we're using cobblestone as a road base because it is one, very durable, and two, very plentiful. We have so much cobblestone we don't even know what to do with it all. I've been trying to use as much of it as in production as possible. This new project should use up a good portion of it, since we're going to be building a big bridge. But it's not going to use enough. Going to be 9 by 9. Actually, Wondering if I should just throw a 1 lane instead. I might throw a 1.5, which might look better and would better demarcate it as a pedestrian-ish path, I suppose. You could also do a brick road. Like a variance in like road texture is kind of one of the most underappreciated like control mechanisms in terms of urban planning. Don't, that's an intersection. Oh, look, there's another Driftloon. That's one of Beast's favorite. Beast would get kidnapped by a Driftloon in a heartbeat. No survival skills. No survival anything whatsoever. Speaking of, Beast, are you gonna get on the server today? Right, you got all the. I see. Got all the road lines in place. Gonna go fix up that intersection. Oh, oh, we have enough blackstone to start doing that as well. That's good. This. Wait, okay, I just realized that that's even more wrong than it was. I thought it would. One more block in. Okay. Gonna have to chop down this spider tree to maintain, the city plan. The hell is that? This has to come in. Road can be. Put that back down. The spider literally. Then. Yeah. Clear, so that'll be that way. Honestly, God knows where. I don't know what's gonna go. Figure out where to put our museum, our Pokemon gym. Because what is a town without a gym? I also need to figure out where to put my laboratory. My laboratory. Or more like I guess a research center. I'm gonna be a professor in this town. I see. It's gonna be like my whole thing. I gotta be very bad. So just it's not too much. Okay, so we'll start our support for the bridge right here. Because there's one in the field and one on the shelves. Yeah. Am I the field professor? I guess I might be. That is like a grader type dude. I saw a short today about I saw a YouTube short today about how free people are in the Pokemon universe to choose their own destiny. Where you see all these people basically just doing whatever they want. As long as you're being a good person and not, killing anyone. I suppose there isn't a reason you can be who you want to be. Like there's trans people, there's gay people, all in there. Pokemon. There's a lot of autistic people. There's one of the elite four members just collects rocks as a hobby, not doing elite four things. All the ghost type people just kind of embrace that aesthetic because probably what they want to do. I think that's pretty admirable. I think we should strive to be just like them. Dirt to yeah, the idea behind using cobblestone rather than dirt as a filler material, by the way, is to preserve the dirt for surfacing there. Then that's dark oak. Had those around. But so like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the grade cobblestone first, then cover it in dirt. You can grow grass on it. All of its things. This log. Clear away. And you're on. Cover it with dirt. I think it ain't hurting anybody. Yep, that's grade done. Gonna have to do a lot more work over here. I think what we'll do is we'll keep this area recessed, like turn it into a sort of plaza. Like a recessed plaza. over this way is gonna be road on this one lane. I'm gonna demarcate by doing. You think all of the urban planners in Pokemon are like hobbyists too, and that's why all of their towns are just so people centric, I suppose. Like, I mean, of course, here we have a lot of provisions for cars, since we're going to have cars. But in Pokemon, it's a very like pedestrian sort of thing. I could imagine that kind of person that makes city skyline videos about optimizing urban livability, just being an urban planner in Pokemon universe. Wanna be. Yeah. I think this road is just gonna go that way. We have it here, honestly. Like the two houses, they take up a lot of space, but they take up a lot of space, which is a good thing, because it makes it look bigger, even if they're not really functional structures in most senses. People can still live in them. They have storage and they have, all of that. Like, people can live in that. It isn't functional in a Minecraft way. So I think we're gonna anchor our bridge here. Gonna need cobblestone, a lot more cobblestone. Affordable housing. Yeah, in fact, it's free housing because, it's provided for the people to live in. People should live in houses, I think. These houses are for people to live in, I think. Or apartments. They're very small apartments, they're single person apartments. We'd have to, if we were going for super realism, we'd have to make like multi-family dwellings as well. But since Minecraft is not totally prioritized here, probably I still end up doing, but that's for the future.
Ah!
Okay, and this is where we're going to send our first pillars down to anchor the road. We're gonna cover all this up. First, and now it's time to think about what kind of bridge we. I was thinking a pretty standard straight bridge for this span. It's a pretty long span from what? Block 982 to all the way across there would be almost a 100 block span. I'd say 80 block span. I might. One thing I want to try to do was to make the bridge sort of curve. I think this is just gonna be. one tall segment sidewalk. This is on this side. Going to have a like a park plaza, I suppose. It's gonna be like a pit with plants and I don't know how to describe it. Funky. No, Cell didn't even call them monkey original. They just added that for the English when they did the American dub. So I think it's not gonna be too steep a grade actually. Not too like long a grade rather. Dun, dun, dun. Usually in Minecraft, I'm honestly scared to manipulate the natural terrain like this. But I do think it fits the idea of what we're going for a lot better to doing it this way, rather than trying to manically preserve what was already there. Then we can all of our dirt over it. Actually, gonna dig out this dirt to have a little more. I do need more dirt. Ryder probably has some more stashed away somewhere. I'll just him to finish that probably. Has to keep going down a little more. And we're going to close it off on these sides. So let's see. Modern bridge. Bridge with 100-meter span. Bridges 90 to 100 meters. High. No, it's like we also need to think about not accidentally blocking off the river down there. I think it's gonna be something like a masonry span, band arch. Or that's a cool looking bridge. I found the cool actually. It's a very simple bridge actually. Bridge over the Tuyar. Called if I know what it's called. Grande Ravine in Réunion. Pull up a image of it. See if I can show you. Ah, there it is. Got this thing called the Grand River Bridge, I think. Grand Ravine. The bridge in Réunion, France. I think it's on exactly what we are looking for in terms of a span bridge for this. Yeah, I can read a little more about it. It has a 300-meter span, which we only need 100 of. The roads. So, main span is essentially 2 bridges of a cantilevered Warren truss that meets the hill but are largely supported by the weight of 2,500 ton or 7,500 ton dead man foundation on either side of the canyon. Transition between the two halves of the bridge is made even more noticeable by a change in grade at the crown from 1 to 5%. 2 131-foot high pylons were erected. Underspan is a perfect marriage of 2 basic building materials with 2 vertical planes of steel tubing sandwiched between 2 horizontal thin slabs of concrete. It's a very thin and elegant bridge. I think that's what we're gonna go with. If I could leap up here. I think we're gonna want to start the span a little closer to the edge then. That's gonna be our choice. I'm also gonna drop the level of the road. Just so I can cover over this gap. Because normal terrain generation isn't really that soon. Which is why we've done so much to manipulate this to our will. But I don't need more of this. Why do you keep making more slabs? You have an issue. Oh, maybe too much of an issue. Oh, I still have that thing covering half of my screen. Look up. Vi vill build the highway. Will Beastmaster even be visiting us today? I hope he does. This is like the one day in the week I'll be on the server probably, because I get exhausted of this really easily. Especially when it's like constant stuff going. Right, so we're gonna have to replace this stuff with blackstone. And out to here is the span of the bridge will actually. And right here is where we will add some more grading. It's weird to think about just how like super long bridges are in real life. In Minecraft, I feel they tend to be a lot shorter since we have a lot like lesser gaps to conquer in a way. Like all these rivers are uh like 80 meters at most, 80 blocks at most. I mean like this gap. But in like real life, they can be like hundreds more. Oh, okay. We disconnected for some reason. Let's get back in there. Alright, I'm back. That's great. This. And this over. So, later this week, I will, of course, be playing StarCraft tomorrow, but I will also be playing one of two games. Either Nexus, the Jupiter Incident, which is a classic RTS. Has a lot of praise for it for being like one of the first hard science fiction. I mean, quote unquote hard science fiction. It's only really like that for the first part of the game. RTSs. Or I'll be playing Stellaris, which probably needs no introduction. It's Stellaris. One of the... You having troubles? I think everyone's having troubles. Alright, so... We're gonna have to build this support first, I think. Nexus the Jupiter Incident starts off with like a harder science fiction opening, so I think it leans more into like Battlestar Galactica vibes almost as you go on. It's not hard science fiction all the way through for sure, and I would not want to play a game that is hard science fiction all the way through, because those absolutely suck. If you've played Children of a Dead Earth, those absolutely suck to play. Or maybe it's just Children of a Dead Earth that sucks still. Next is Jupiter Incident, a game I've heard a lot of good about. Seems like right up my alley. I like a lot of older retro sort of games. Nexus came out in Nexus Jupiter Incident came out in 2003, I think. So 23 years ago. Game's older than me. I play a lot of games that are a lot older than me. And I used to have like a fixation on the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. I used to play it on my fucking laptop at school. I would bring my personal laptop in, and I just play it during class. All right. So we're gonna extend this over to other side. Hopefully this will look impressive and not stupid. Dun, 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 dun. So that is 4 on the stack. That's basically the span. Yeah, yeah, this is where it'll end. Okay, it's a 64 block span bridge. Gonna build another one of these. And we're gonna finish it with stairs and then slabs. Close that overlay. I know you like seeing my Pokemon, but they aren't safe here. I got a Pokemon, Batman. I got a Pokemon. No. No, Joker. Yeah, believe it or not, I haven't actually played most of the Pokemon games. I have played pretty much just Sword and Shield in an official capacity. I have also emulated Red and Blue. Everyone's emulated Red and Blue at one point in their lives. But other than that, I am pretty much completely unfamiliar with the Pokemon universe aside from the anime. Even that I'm pretty unfamiliar with too. So, yeah, I'm learning a lot here. Or, well, being forced to learn a lot. Oh. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alright. Yeah, this bridge is like some 6 times shorter than the bridge I'm basing it on. But it still looks massive. Super long. Minecraft has a weird... So, the default FOV in Minecraft isn't really built for taking pictures, and it doesn't really give you a good idea of what things actually look like in terms of like photography. Whenever you're taking screenshots, you typically want to turn down your FOV to... I typically turn it down to 35, which emulates the field of view of a 70mm film camera, if I remember correctly. I wonder what it would take to emulate the FOV of 35 mil. I'd have to look into it. I did look into it at one point. If any of you have seen my screenshots of my vanilla survival world, those are all taken 35 FOV. I'll show you what that looks like here when I get done placing this. Oh. So if we turn our FOV down to 35, this is more like what you'd get looking out of a camera. Or like taking a camera. Very narrow FOV, but structures kind of just look better looking at them this way as opposed to this. Like, FOV 70 is like, yeah, that's Minecraft. But 35, take a step back. It looks a lot better. Looks like a structure. It's one of those things that really helps you when you're trying to take pictures of your builds and trying to post them on social media. Something that just makes them look a lot better and more appealing. Okay, what is that walking around? Meows! That's right. Oh, ow, no, meows. I'm sorry. He's all. I wanted to. What was that? Oh, Tauros. That was scary. There's a moment like that in Subnautica 2. I won't elaborate on that further. It's a very scary thing. Gosh. Minecraft can be just so tedious sometimes. Especially when you're doing this unplanned, like I am. Like I always do. And I mentioned it before, but I don't plan any of my builds exactly. I just do what looks the best, basically. And that usually works out for me. Works okay, at least. My builds turn out looking alright. I was the one who built. Yeah, anyway. Evil. No, I'm just a normal person. Just being normal. So normal. Fuck. So in terms of music, one band I've been fuck. really in on again the Blue Oyster Cult. I've always been a big fan of the Blue Oyster Cult, despite my distinctly not advanced age. I've always been really interested in the mythology of it all. The Imagino cycle and the Blue Oyster Cult eponymous group that is featured in the Imagino cycle. I still need to buy the the drummer of Blue Oyster Cult, Albert Bouchard, has been rewriting all of the Imaginos album. So it was planned to be a cycle of like 3 albums. He now has a fourth because it's a lot of material just sticking 3 albums. He remade the first one, which was originally Blue Oyster Cult album back in 1988. Then, yeah, released the second one and the third one, which are in the same vein. They reuse some songs from Blue Oyster Cult records and then make some of their own. Yes. What is that thing? It's a toxel. I'm not really that. Your rider at work. Sales at work. That's another. I ought to capture one of those so I can have both a Weavile and a Sneasler. I only have the Hisuian variant Sneasel right now, which evolves into Sneasler, which is my favorite Pokemon ever, basically. One of the best new generation Pokemon. The Hisuian variant from Arceus, the variant of Weavile for the Hisui. Gotta be very careful not to fall. Very careful. Just need to start putting up road signs. Have a few mods that add road signs. Probably use the immersive vehicle stuff since that's more. Oh, it just looks a little better than the Cero stuff that I requested. So the Cero stuff is obviously too. Get out of the road, you asshole. Go. Stop sitting in the middle of the road. Thank you. Bye. Alright, I need to go get more stairs. Alright. Ultra wormhole. That stupid fucking plug is in our crop fields. Bye. Go away. Away. I don't want you here. You're gonna get pushed off the ledge. What are you looking at me for? Wait, you can mess with Blackstone? What do you mean you can? Oh. Huh. Guess you can. Need a soul sand. Do you have soul sand? We just need to this again. We can get a bulk hunter set up with all of our other bulk stuff once we get it moved over. I think we can easily get more soul sand. Yeah. Well, you need soul sand to make the haunter in the first place. What was I doing? I needed the stairs. Okay. Mm. You definitely need to get more create stuff going. You gotta keep up with production. Stairs and bones. And I cannot mess any of this up because I only have exactly the 2 stacks I need. I also need more stacks. Yeah, I can do with slabs. Then the other thing to do is just to get the supports on the other side. If it's even necessary, really. If it looks okay without the supports, then I might just... Jeez, this is such a boring stream. All I'm doing is placing... I should go harass someone. I was joking about how it's 6-7 for the Europeans today, and that we should harass the Germans, but they're all asleep and it's no longer 6-7 for them. I'm not... Sadly, I can't really be on while the Germans are on, because I have work. I have a job. Can't skip out on the job to play Minecraft yet, unfortunately. I cannot quit my job to become a streamer. That's sad. I do spend way too much time on games, though. Job slur. Slurs. Fuck. I have to go pick that up. Oh, one. There it is. And then put in final. Then this bridge, this whole span, 8 stacks of black fucking concrete, which I do have actually. He's gonna be so impressed when he figures out how much fucking black concrete we've been making. Holy shit, how did we get so much black concrete, I wonder? Illegally, probably. That's a masquerada. No, it's purloin. This one before masquerada. Get off the fucking bridge. Something something baby Pokemon hate. Why do people hate baby Pokemon so much? I heard a lot about it when I mean a few years back. Despite not playing Pokemon, I've of course still been on the peripheries of it. because a lot of my siblings are Pokemon fans. My parents played Pokemon Go way too much back when it was a thing. I accidentally. Haters. Anyways, I heard a lot about hate on the baby Pokemon specifically. I don't know which generation the baby Pokemon are from, though. But greatest black concrete in the world. We have the most black concrete in the world. Dun, dun, dun. This is fucking mind-numbing. I've seen people go on stream and build like this for fucking hours and hours, and I couldn't imagine doing that. Have you seen that fucking maniac Mog Swamp? Fucking just digging dirt for hours and hours. I don't know how he does it. Maybe Mog Swamp isn't a good sample population. Is fucking Mog Swamp. His whole brand is like making himself suffer. Hermitcraft is pretty normal actually. Like they build a lot, of course, but you know they aren't going super crazy about it. They're just there to have fun, of course. Pearlescent Moon, Green, they're natural builders. Mumbo is a very good builder now, apparently. I don't know when that happened. But like Hermitcraft, they're like the most normal Minecraft YouTubers just ever. Minecraft YouTubers and streamers. I think they include both exclusively, streamers and YouTubers. So I think they've all started to branch out into each other's territories. I know Green streams more often. Though I haven't really been watching much of Green recently because I haven't had the time to, you know, commit to watching a whole season of Hermitcraft. Like I watched all of Hermitcraft season 6 though. Hermitcraft season 6 and Evo, both as they were coming out, they were like my favorite series on YouTube at the time. I really wish we had Evo season 2 from perspective, honestly. I know it's like a lore, but man, it sucks. Because I mean, Green was the only persons I really watched at that point. Obviously, I've sort of osmosis to watching the others. All those retro Minecraft YouTubers that you used to watch 10 years ago. Y'all remember Amy Lee and Salem? I do. You have more yellow? We need more yellow. All the way across. I mean, if nothing, we're definitely one of the most developed settlements on the map. Gonna be the biggest physically. No one's gonna be able to take that away from us. Maybe not the biggest technologically. I guess that belongs to the Germans right now. We gotta start building trains too, though. That, last thing I'm gonna do today is finish the structural bits of that bridge. Which I do, in fact, need scaffolding for. As much as I was gonna say. Actually, scaffolding isn't robust. Thus, I definitely. There don't. Wait, we don't have any dirt. We can use. Should I use wood? Probably. Let's use. Alright. Just smelt up some more of this infinite cobblestone we have and never use. That's not how you build a haunter. This is just a normal smelter. You have to, like, actually blow, like, soul fire onto something to haunt it. So, what you could do... What you could do in this case, what is... do? Maybe... break... Fuck. This is obnoxious. Fucking move. We'll get a bulk haunting setup. Back. Let's look at the fan and look at the haunting. We can bulk haunt. We can make infested bricks. We can make... Oh, we can make soul soil from dirt. Soul lanterns. Vampires make either type of mushroom, and two, it's... another counterpart. We can play... We can blast cobblestone into blackstone. Dusty stone. Make a haunted bell. Haunted bell is a... Can blast sand and bricks. Oh, we can blast normal bricks then. Soul sconce. You haunt lapis and prismarine. You can haunt ink sacks and the glowing sacks, and you can haunt sweet berries and the glow berries. That's a lot of uses for the bulk haunter that I didn't know we had, honestly. I wonder if all those recipes are from the other mod. Anyways, we need to do this. Stupid squavit. Alright. Oh, God. Alright, let's figure out where the supports need to start. The blonde girl with her tattoo. Susie, oh my. How do we ever stop? Like Sojin. So, so, 5, 6. What portion of the span did those arms cover? I think we want to build a structure that comes down here to actually support the span first. Then we'll figure it out from there. Okay, so here we're gonna place all this stone, or sorry, concrete as it's being used. Being used to represent concrete because concrete is damned expensive in this mod pack. That is a good concrete, good looking concrete. There's a concrete in the immersive engineering mod, which is really good for roadways and stuff, but it absolutely sucks to make because it's made, you know, automated using immersive engineering, something natural, that it would suck. So we're gonna do this. One, two, three, 4, and 5. And this is good. What is he doing here again? Hey, hey. Trying to do something. He just comes in like a fucking J Schlatt that. What? Alright. I guess. Aunt Shlemima. Alright, so gonna start from here. Gonna extend out 2 of these spans. Or these supports. They're not spans. Span is that. All the bridge terms you guys need to know will be in your provided reading. Okay, so this will be errors. This maybe? No, let's do short. One more block maybe. Then we'll do this. Yeah, that'll probably look fine. Oh, 1, 2. This. Oh, oh. And this. This. I should not be up there. I should be there. 1, 2. This. Then it ends right there. Alright, we're gonna have to take a step back and see what that looks like from the ground. Or in this case, the water. It's a very tall bridge, too. It's very short, but a very tall bridge. That's kind of the place we've decided to build here. Very short, very tall.
Ah!
Alright, I didn't die. I didn't die from that. I did not hit it. So if we back here, go A, and look at how it looks. Yeah, I think that'll look okay. I don't know if it will probably look better once we get the rest of ports in. I think so. I think it'll look good. I think it'll look fine. Or serviceable. Why did we decide to build a bridge over here instead of go all the way around? Because only a fool would go all the way around. Okay, so one of the major infrastructural, like, things in Virginia, where I work, is are the bridge tunnels. So the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, or not the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, the Monitor Merrimack. There's the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, and there's the bridge tunnel out to Smithfield, which I can't remember the name of. But there's like 3 of them, and they're all the first, second, and third largest, as well as the first bridge tunnels in the United States. And so the idea of the bridge tunnel, it is, well, a bridge and a tunnel. So it has a segment that bridges and then it goes underground for a while to give space for ships to pass over rather than having to pass under, because it handles a lot of large, high volume cargo traffic. There's also another paper tree right here. I'm sure he won't know. How would they know? How would they know? Be 1 block longer. This and this. This. I still can't believe that Mog Swap managed to convince someone to let him on their fucking SMP. What did they think was gonna happen? He's building a super flat on the SMP. He is flattening like a whole region of the world to make his super flat. I guess it's just his bit now. It's his thing. He's one. Minecraft YouTubers have gotten so much less mentally stable over the years. Oh yeah, have you seen those videos? Mox? He's literally building a super flat inside of a fucking survival Minecraft world with other people in it, flattening like chunks upon chunks. Chunks and chunks and chunks just gone. His live streams he does are mostly just fucking digging dirt. This is me or are those not connected? Those are connected. Now I need to go to the other side of the span. Same thing. Holy sh... Right. And there's going to be a railing on sides of it. Of course, to comply with safety regulations. Which we definitely have. This is one of the safest settlements in the whole server. For sure. So, bring this down. Wildflowers. Alright. So, gotta remember what I did on that side. Do I wanna... I have to... Basically need to start building over here as soon as possible. Just gotta build a lot. We're gonna need a whole lot of bricks. So many bricks. So much concrete. Alright, so what I did. 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 4, 5. Wait, 5 blocks. And then I capped it off down with stairs. There was a gap between top. Okay, I remember. 5 blocks. 5 blocks.
Ah!
Alright, so at 5 wide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 4, 5. Gonna have to connect this back to there. That is a tall tree. Fun metal fact. Very early days. Lemmy, the bassist and the frontman of Motorhead, he was actually part of a psychedelic rock band from England that was called Hawkwind. They were doing a bunch of like space themed psychedelic stuff. I listened to a lot of their music. But he was kicked out in 1975 when he got arrested for drug possession. And even though the entire rest of the band also possessed drugs, they didn't want to get the police on their tail about it, so they just fired him to get it done with, so they don't get investigated too. But those are really fruit. But then you finished Ryder made a commission? I never heard about that, actually. I didn't know Ryder commissioned you. How dare he? But yeah, so 1975, when Lemmy got kicked out of Hawkwind, he went on to, of course, found Motorhead, which was become one of the most influential metal bands of all time. But they would not have existed if it weren't for the Blue Oyster Cult. At least not in the way they did. Their biker influenced like aesthetic is heavily borrows from the cult. And they even borrowed that iconic metal umlaut from the cult. The metal umlaut is this little. So it's based off German umlaut, but it doesn't. It's a cosmetic thing that bands add to their names to make it look as cooler or more intimidating, but doesn't actually modify the sound. It's funny to hear Germans pronounce the names of these bands because they tend to interpret the umlauts as, being pronounced Ronald. You named your character Ronald? Ronald Rump? I know what you are, Ryder. You can't hide it. Yeah, Motorhead had a really good relationship with the Blue Oyster Cult. Like when they were founded, I'm not sure how good of friends they stayed after the Blue Oyster Cult hit it big with Don't Fear the Reaper and Agents of Fortune. But I like to think that they stayed good friends. And Blue Oyster Cult was basically their father, honestly. Like, to be perfectly honest. Motorhead would not have existed in the way it did without the Blue Oyster Cult. Motorhead was, not something new or special. They were basically building off of what the cult had been doing for years before them. 3 years before them, in fact. But no. Well, I'm gonna go have to look at the other side again. Oh, I got sent something. Right. Oh my god. I'm not. Alright, so that's hmm. Ah, God. So we had bucks. This block stone out of here. Yeah, I don't think I can take your character seriously, guys. I couldn't talk to a pair of pants with a great fit. Not the least of which because Ryder stole my favorite cryptid. So they drew a Fresno Nightcrawler with pants, even though the Fresno Nightcrawler is already a pair of pants. They gave pants. You understand that? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna be in the campaign. Or whatever it is you guys are gonna call it. I don't think it can be called a campaign, right? Alright, I'm gonna jump off this bridge now. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go get on the ship and see how it looks from sailing in and out. Today was a lot of infrastructure and not a lot of actual like buildings. But oh boy, looks pretty decent. God. Let's get on this boat. Whip it. We're gonna have to cover up some of that. I think it looks pretty okay. If we get on the other side of the bridge, there's gonna be more space downrange to look at it from. Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, bridge isn't really that visible from here. What? Some lag bullshit. I don't know. I mean, it looks like a properly supported bridge, and that's pretty much what matters. Yeah, I see riders standing on top of the bridge. And it looks alright on the map. Gotta put railings on it, finish this side, some little bit of cleanup on the other side. But I think that's where I'm gonna leave this off. Doesn't feel like we did a lot today, but we did a whole lot today. Yeah, I see you. See you up there. Yeah. Next time we're just gonna have to put some railing on that bridge. Yeah. Go into stream ending. Gosh. Man, I can't wait till we actually get cars here. We're gonna try and extend the road all the way to spawn, pretty much. At least that's the grand plan. We're probably gonna have to do some tunnels along the way, so as not to disturb too many people. Can build a highway running over Goldus's house. Yep, because there is a road connection I built at the spawn, intending for people to be able to actually connect into it. And I hope more people decide to start building roads like this. It'd be pretty fun. It is a lot of work, though. I mean, like I mentioned, that span of road we built there, that took about, just the bridge took about 8 stacks of concrete. So now that we've got better gathering tools, we've better gathering tools, better locations to gather stuff, we've been able to do more. Just a lot of sand and a lot of gravel. I think I want to figure out a way to. Well, now that we have a bridge over, make sure you were supplied. Yeah, Ryder gathered a fuck ton of so much gravel and some sand. Yeah, now that we're over there, we have easier access to that gravel desert there. And we're gonna start flattening the area and building factories. So all of the factories are gonna be on the east side of the water from the main part of the town, which is gonna be all of our residential stuff, I guess. Yeah, like that's master plan stuff. That's yeah, that's for later. But for now, I'll see you guys later. Hope you had fun. I think I did. Got a lot of work done. Alright, I'll see you guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Let me see if let me see if I have a raid. Uh, target I can send you to. I'll send you guys over to SBO. Whichever ones of you are here. Yeah. Alright. SBO 420. Because they're a big fan of drugs. Okay, dokie. Aiden coming, baby. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow for StarCraft. Bye bye, bye bye. Bye bye.